We're here to talk about the 10th studio album, which is called World Painted Blood.
Okay.
It's kind of a different approach you had about with that album this time, like the creative and the recording process. I read was slightly different. Could you tell me about that?
Well, we usually we go into the studio prepared, more prepared than this time. We'll go with 10 or 12 songs. This time we didn't. This time you guys had 5 songs,
Four
right?
or 5 songs, and we went ahead and wrote the rest in the studio and learned them in the studio.
Yeah.
Usually my drum tracks would take maybe 5 days, 6 days on a typical record, maybe last between 4 and 6 days, and this one took me 3 weeks. Well, not because of that I couldn't do it, it was because I was learning songs at the same time and polishing them in the studio. So, this is kind of out of line with Slayer, but he was a godsend because this guy is a real producer. He is he'll sit there at rehearsal with us and work out the songs and record us, and we were able to go home after a rehearsal session and take a CD home, learn it, and then come back and and try it again or come up with different ideas. And it was really cool. It was really a great experience working with him, and he helped me also with my drums, where I'll have maybe 5, 6 different ideas for a guitar riff, and he helped me sift through my ideas and find the best ones, to where maybe I would have found something else, but from an outsider's point of view, it really benefited me because it laid down a real solid foundation for the music. And at that point, when we were in rehearsal, I remember specifically saying, there's something going on here, because everything was feeling really good. At least my instincts were feeling.
Is it maybe because it was such a collaborative effort? I mean, obviously, if you go in the studio and record everything, you still are there in a group of 4, but because you did everything together in the studio, is that maybe as a result?
I think so, because we were all able to, give our input. Let's say, Tom would put it into his Logic program on his computer, and I would take it and put it in my Pro Tools computer, and we would edit it. Hey, why don't we extend this section just a little bit more? It just would feel just so much better. And we tried those ideas, and it was just great. A great experience. Really, really good. He was a good...
He actually kind of... He stepped in where Ruben stepped out a long time ago on Seasons. Ruben, that was the last record that Ruben worked with us, and Ruben would work like Greg did, where he was there from the beginning of the conception of the song till its final product. So he knew he was trying to get Slayer out of us.
Is there going to be a future together? Because there was a mention in one of the interviews I read online.
That's your fault.
That's your fault. Okay.
You know what I said?
Say it.
Say it.
All I said was that we have a 10 record deal with Ruben, and this was our last record, our 10th record, and what happens after here? We'd have to sit down and negotiate a new record deal, right? Right? So we have to see what happens at the end of this run when we sit down and see if we want to hook up with Ruben again.